Hello everybody, welcome to episode 15 of Heart to Heart. Today I'm going to explain how to get out of a creative rut. How do you get out of a creative rut? My name is Ben Hartley with Six Figure Photography, Styles Creative, and the Do What You Love show. How do you get out of a creative rut? Let's start with how you got into a creative rut. The way that you got into a creative rut is by doing the same thing over and over and over, and you got damn good at it too. Like Michael, you got really freaking good at doing that thing, and it came naturally, and people applauded you for it, and so you kept doing the same thing. But eventually, a small part of you slowly dies because you want to do something more. If you feel like you're in a creative rut, if you feel like you're just starting to stall out, right? Get burnout, you're like over it. You're just like, I'm over it. Like, look, let me tell you a quick story. I started out doing video production. We went first in video production, and then wedding photography, and then wedding videography. Now, my very first wedding video that I ever did, I was like in love. It was like the coolest thing ever. And like everyone was blown away by the content. And so I kept doing them. And I got better, and I slowly changed, and I evolved. And then eventually I was just like over it. Have you ever felt that way? Like you're just like, if I have to shoot another family session, I'm just gonna right? It's a creative rut. And so in order to pull yourself out of that creative rut, you really have to do something, and you gotta do something really scary. You've gotta go, and whatever you have to change something, you have to do something hard. You've got to do something very difficult. You've got to introduce something that you have no desire in your subconscious to introduce. Your subconscious is like, don't do that. That's scary. What if you fail? Don't mess with that. Like, you've got a good thing going, right? That's like where your subconscious is, because your subconscious wants to keep you safe. But if you want to get out of a creative rut, you've got to mix it up, and you've got to do something extremely hard. The way that I stay creative is by doing hard things, constantly introducing new, challenging, hard things that I've got to solve problems for, right? And so there's a number of ways that I could explain this. Like, one of the things that I feel most creative when I know that I'm doing something that most other people are not willing to do. This is when I feel most creative. It's like I'm shaking up the process, and it challenges my mind to solve the problem in a new way. And in the process, I discover new and exciting things. I learn new and exciting things, and I deliver new and exciting things that continue to move me forward, progress me forward, progress my work forward, and introduce a sense of excitement and joy into what I'm producing, into what I'm making. And so this means you've got to make yourself uncomfortable. There's a lot of ways to do hard things. And this isn't just about making aesthetically pleasing things, right? I think getting out of a creative rut doesn't mean you need to make something that's aesthetically pleasing. It just may mean you need to get up earlier. You need to disrupt the patterns in your life. Get up at 5:30 this week and see what comes from that. Do that hard thing. When winter hits, we're about to hit winter here. When winter hits and that client wants to go and do a shoot and it's 10 degrees, it means you're yes, let's do that shoot 10 degrees. Let's do it with excitement. Let's step out. When this is one of the reasons actually that I enjoy shooting on my Fuji camera. And in particular, I enjoy shooting a portrait session on a fully manually focusing lens at 0.95 aperture. There's something hard about this, that there's this serendipity that occurs. There's a challenge that's being introduced, and it introduces creativity to the process. This is why I love shooting on a tilt shift lens. It's because there's variability. It's challenging. You guys, I want to encourage you to do hard things. This is why I make videos, because it's f***ing hard. It's so hard to continually put myself out here in front of a camera and to try to deliver something. But I feel it pulls me out of any sort of creative rut that I may feel that week. When I go live on a video, when I hold my phone out and I go live on a video, that is challenging. That is so hard. But it's what brings me alive. It's what introduces creativity in my life. It's what pulls me out of the mundane, of the repetition of the same stuff over and over, right? So like introduce a new lens, introduce a new limitation that creates a difficulty for you. Break a pattern, get up early, make a live video, put an idea out there, create a vlog, but do something that is challenging to you. If I start to feel anxious in my heart, if I start to feel worry about what other people are gonna think about what I'm doing, damn, I know I'm on the right track. Okay? Use that anxiety, not in the like the real anxious sense. Like I know anxiety is a real thing, but use that sense of unease and fear as your compass, right? Because everything in you says, hey, shoot this shot with a 50mm, shoot at f1.4, put the sun behind them, have them put their arms on each other, lean in, forehead to forehead, snuggle on in there, give her a little squeeze, go for a kiss. Everything in you wants to do that shot because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But I'm encouraging you, push through that, create something different, challenge yourself, do something that's hard, and it might fail. It might fall flat on its face, but it's gonna do something for you. Keep doing it, keep pursuing it, you guys. Thank you so much. Look, if you feel like you know someone who's maybe in a creative rut, if you wanna help your friends, your audience, your community, and help me, send me a little love. Could you share this video? Could you spread this out? When you pass me on, it means so much to me, and I see you doing it. Last thing, leave a comment down below of what you think about this, the last creative rut you were in and how you got out. What's one hard thing that you did this week? And then the last note is ring that little bell. Subscribe to the channel, ring that little bell down there because it's going to tell you when you get a new video from me. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next episode of Heart to Heart.